Welcome back to another edition of Mama's Gone Wild. I'm Nikki Woods. And this is Mary Boyce.
Thank you.
Yes, and we are continuing our talk with Kym Whitley about Raising Whitley that airs every Saturday on the OWN network that features Kym and her tribe, now that she's assembled one, and her son, Joshua. So, Kym, tell us about the show and how that kind of came about, and what is it like to have cameras following you and your child everywhere?
And all those guys. My husband is very concerned about all those men.
Is it?
Yeah, he's like, that's too many guys. Yeah.
But I look at it like this. A lot of boys ain't got one man to raise them. This one got a whole bunch of men.
He does.
So, what happened is once Joshua came into my life, people just like you two are like, Kym Whitley got a baby. So it became this thing. I was like, it's this phenomenon. Right? Like, it's amazing. And so, I felt that, once I assembled my village, because that's the truth, I needed a parent. I didn't have a parent for Joshua, so I made a village. They're the other parent. So I said, if this helps me, how can I help other women and other parents to form their village? And shot a sizzle reel, went around to networks. A lot of them jumped at it, but OWN was the one that I felt would be the better fit. And there you go.
And so tell us about the cameras following you around, because you do have a very unorthodox way of raising Joshua that shows clearly. So tell us about how it is having cameras follow you around and you living your life in front of millions of people.
Well, I'm kind of a voyeur anyway. No. So it is, at first it was a little weird, but since I'm in the industry and I'm used to cameras, now for the other villagers, they were stiff, they were afraid, they weren't used to it. Villagers. Yeah, that's the villagers, not the one with, the hat and the little chaps on, but, the villagers, the tribe. They were a little tight, and then I said, ignore the cameras, just live our life and be regular. Joshua was used to it, I'm used to it. If you are true to yourself and not worried about what the outside world thinks, I live a pretty good life. I'm honest. So it was okay. It was simple. Now, that I knew that I was going to teach people.
Does every guy in your life, did they bring something different? Is that how you chose your village, or were these people already in your life and you just incorporated them into your? I mean, no, not these people. You know what I mean?
No, that's what these people. Yeah. Actually, the village is way larger than what you see on television. There's probably about 4 more people. Mari Morrow, the actress, she's a very strong villager who takes care of Joshua all the time. I have, you'll see her on the episode, Cynthia Boutte. She comes in. There's a guy named Rory. He's really responsible for all Joshua's fashion. And my girlfriend Amy. Yeah. Honey, all the villagers, honey, they got different responsibilities. Boutte, she's responsible for education to make sure I'm on point at a certain time, and she'll call and say, hey, we need to start looking for preschools. You need to start putting in applications or whatever it is. Rory's responsible to make sure he's dressing according to style. I have another friend who's responsible for nutrition. Make sure he's eating.
And to think we try to do this all by ourselves.
Our kids are going to be dead.
They know I can't do it alone. And so that's where, and the villagers were all in my life, so it kind of happened organically. Now, would I really go out and handpick these people? No. I'll probably, maybe 1 or 2, but I probably wouldn't have picked them. Some of my very close friends, they came in at the beginning. So, and Joshua knows them and loves them. And I, when you say unorthodox, I believe that it is a little different. But when you don't have a husband, and I need to be able to pour in him other things in life. I'm only one person, I got one brain. But there's so many good people out here that have so many other good ideas, just like you, Mary, y'all have good ideas about raising a kid or what, so they're the ones I bounce ideas off of. Now, some of their stuff ain't right, and some of my stuff ain't right. But then we have that discussion.
So what about the husband thing?
Totally.
What about the husband thing? Could you say?
What happened? Y'all went out for a second. What did you say? You like my hair? That's great.
We're wondering which one of the villagers might step up to fill a different position.
Well, some of them can't. They ain't interested in me, honey. Rodney's been friends. Rodney Van Johnson, he's been a friend of mine for many, many years. You just gotta watch the show, honey.
Okay.
He might step up, he might not. Mama gonna date. And that's the great thing about it. Just like if I was married and divorced, Joshua would still have a father. If I married someone else, that would be a stepdaddy. And I love it. I looked at my brother and sister-in-law, and my brother got divorced and remarried. At first, everybody was worried about it, but I saw my niece blossom. How they treated that. She had 2 homes. She got 2, 3, 4 grandparents. It was so many people putting love into her, and she knew it wasn't her fault. But she actually, it was better. It was a lot more, and they explained it to her. So, I feel like you just got more parents in your life.
All right. Well, it is Raising Whitley.
I am looking for a man. I am looking for a man. Any of you mamas watching?
We can't hear you. You went out.
Y'all ain't.
Raising Whitley is every Saturday on the OWN Network. Thank you so much, Kym Whitley. We appreciate you. We're going to be checking back. We're going to do some check-ins. And yes, don't forget to pick up your sheet. How can they get the shirts?
At don'tfeedme.org for kids with allergies.
All righty. Thank you, Miss Kym Whitley. And we thank you for joining us for another edition of Mama's Gone Wild. I'm Nikki Woods.
I'm Mary Boyce. Stay wild.